My nightmare began what seems like weeks ago. I was having a day out. It was just a dull business meeting, discussing the wonders of pipe connectors. But I was looking forward to a day away from the office, even if it did mean spending the whole day with Carson. Things started to go wrong about halfway into our journey, when everything seemed to fail. Phones, the sat-nav, they just stopped working. But I guess that didn't matter, because Carson knew exactly where he was going. We climbed further and further into the mountains, all the time Carson insisting that he had a great sense of direction. Then out of nowhere came the strange, thick fog, and everything seemed to change. A small, broken stone house was the only building we came across. It sat lonely and neglected amongst the rock and twisted trees. We passed it again and again. We seemed to be going round in circles, which was very strange because we didn't appear to be turning at all. Carson finally admitted that he didn't know quite where he was, but I knew, and had for a while, that we were well and truly lost. We noticed another car behind and I started to feel somewhat relieved. At least we had some company. Or so I thought. The car seemed to have stopped, and Carson decided to go and see why. He told me to go for a walk, to see if I could get a signal, but there was no way I was wandering about. There was something odd about the place. It was so still without even a breeze. There were no birds and all the trees seemed, well, dead. When something happens that doesn't seem to make any sense, the natural thing to do is dismiss it as a mistake. Seeing Carson in front of me, when I knew for a fact he was behind me, was one of those moments. From then on, I started to get very confused, scared, and a little guilty. I was in the relative safety of a locked car. Poor Carson, however, was in big trouble. I feel bad that I just sat there and did nothing, as Carson ran for his life to a man that, in my opinion, didn't look like quite the best person to be running to. Now I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but my instincts told me he was dangerous, and it wasn't long before I was proved right. began to realise wherever I went, in whichever direction I travelled, I would always end up in the same desperate place. It seemed impossible and against all logic, but I was convinced there was no way out. Don't tell me. You're lost.